Hello and welcome to Gap38.
Hello.
Hello.
Yeah, I rose properly that time. Right, we're a day late because it's bank holiday, so we thought we'd do a bank holiday edition rather than yesterday's edition.
Yes.
So we're a day late.
Yes, a day late, but we're here anyway.
Yes. Hello.
Hello.
Right. For those who haven't watched before, this is purely improvised. We go through papers. Look, we have papers. We go through papers and we look at stories of what's happened in the news.
Yes.
Yes, what's happened in the news. So we don't necessarily read all the stories. We just generally read the headlines and make the rest up as we go along.
Maybe a first paragraph just to get a basic idea.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, just like any good journalist. Right. It is completely improvised. We will say or do something that will offend somebody somewhere at some point.
Most likely.
I say will. I'm pretty confident on that.
Yeah, but I say most likely because it just gives us the breathing room that if we haven't offended anyone, then no one can be offended at the fact that we haven't offended anyone.
Very true. But if I say that we will offend somebody, then people, if we don't offend people, then somebody could be offended at the fact that we haven't offended someone. So yes, most likely. Yes. Oh. So there is one trigger warning watching this, and that is
fuck trigger warnings.
There you go. You've been told. It is completely improvised. So straight into it, right? Tapestry stitch up, right? This is from.
They normally are.
Yeah.
That's tapestry stitched up.
Yes. Right. The French won't let the UK borrow the Bayeux tapestry.
It's not even the French's to begin with.
No.
It was the Normans.
Absolutely.
The Nordmen.
Yes.
Belongs to Norway. Give it back.
That part of France that the French gave to the Vikings, called Normandy, after the Normen that invaded it and captured it, and the French were too scared to fight off, so they said, have that bit of land.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we was actually, the United Kingdom, England, whatever, Britain, was actually, was actually invaded by the Vikings from the south, not the north.
It was invaded by the Vikings from the north and the south
at the same time. It was a pincer movement.
Completely uncoordinated.
But it was a pincer movement.
Yes.
All the same, yes. So it ain't yours to start with. Well, it is yours. You can keep it because, yeah.
And it's like historically inaccurate to the actual battle, as is understood now by modern historians that we really don't care for it, but to study it and laugh about it.
Yeah, because King Harold didn't actually say to his number two, watch that fucker, he'll have someone's eye out.
And in fact, the person who in the Bayeux tapestry is shown with an arrow in his eye is actually believed not to have been King Harold in the first place.
No,
it's believed that was shown in a different part of the battle to where he would have actually been.
So King Harold was right. He did have some fucker's eye out.
But not his own.
Like, yeah. Exactly. There you go. So if you're watching this in France,
yeah.
If you're watching this in France, sacre fucking blur, you did not invade us in the first place.
Well, no, not back then. They did manage to get an invasion into British soil in 1813 when the French sent or Napoleon specifically sent 3 members of the Black Legion
to
invade Britain. They landed in Wales. So no, half the Black Legion. They landed in Wales and then saw 3 women in traditional Welsh garb, which is full red dresses, saw the red, thought it was the British Army, freaked out and tried to run away.
Run away, run away. The French army, the British Army is already here. Run away, run away. Napoleon?
So yeah, they successfully made the landing, which means that they successfully invaded. But all they secured was 1 tree and 3 sheep. Which is why the Welsh got angry about it and sent the women to deal with you.
Yeah. Oh boy, you cannot be taking our leisure centres, you see. Isn't it? You leave our sheep alone. I mean, I'll have nothing to do when they're shoving in if you take the sheep. You're making up your own jokes, aren't you? I'm talking about actually herding the sheep and looking after them. So that
it's Wales. I'm not making up any old jokes. They've been around for far longer than I have.
Oh boy, I don't know what you're talking about, is it? Anyway. See, I'm offending somebody anyway, so I've got a poor French accent, poor Welsh accent. I'm really going for it today, aren't I?
Yeah.
Who do we go on to the next?
Well,
Right.
actually, next we can go on to
Oh, excuse me.
congratulations and a bit of well
Congratulations.
done
All
to
right.
yourself for completing the
Congratulations.
advanced improvised comedy course.
Oh, yes. And yourself.
Yeah.
Yes.
But you're the one that highlighted it by doing those two stupid accents and failing upwards willingly.
Yeah.
Bloody accents.
Thank you, Mr. Lee Terrell from the Laughter Academy.
Yes.
Yes, in all seriousness, Lee, if you are watching this, or if anybody from the Laughter Academy is watching this, thank you very much, Mr. Lee Terrell and Mr. Neil Ashdown, for organising, running the Advanced Improv course at Caddi's Comedy Club last week. And yes, thank you, Neil Ashdown, for coming down to watch us, assess us, and give us advice. So
Yes.
assess us. It wasn't actually assessed, was it? But he,
the certificate says assessed.
Yes, the certificate says assessor. Yes.
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 So, seeing as we have an assessor and a certificate, we are now officially declared as advanced improv funny.
Qualified
advanced funny.
Yeah. So you'll see us at the comedy store. Never. Right.
Well, no, you will see us there.
Yeah, you see us there
In the audience.
Because we will be there on the 21st of September. Right. Oh, pardon me. Right. Surreal ride in driverless car, and they're coming here. In America, they have driverless cars. I'm convinced. Right.
Yep.
I'm actually convinced. When I ride my motorbike into London and back.
Yep.
Yeah. There are driverless cars anyway.
Yeah, they're the ones parked on the side of the road.
Yeah, no, the way some cars move, there can't be any competent driver in there. Must be driverless.
George Carlin, famous.
Well, they're actually driven as though there's no one.
Yeah, George Carlin, famous American author and comedian and philosopher, turned around.
James Carlin. George Carlin.
Yes.
Is he of Danish descent?
I don't know.
All right.
But he once turned around and said, "Think about how stupid the average human is, and then remember, half of them are dumber than that." So the way that some people in London drive is not a surprise.
No.
When you think of the intelligence of the average person, and remember that half of them must be dumber than that.
Yeah. Did he wear black labels?
What else is in the news?
This isn't in the papers, but this has been. Oh, sorry, it's a bit warm in here. I do apologise. Are you a bit warm? I'm a bit warm.
Not worried, but I can swing round and set the cooling system up.
Could you set the aircon on, please? The sophisticated cooling system. Oh, could I show the sophisticated cooling system?
The sophisticated air conditioning unit is a fan.
There you go. Right. And are we back where we need to be? Okay. So, perhaps I should have actually been the cameraman rather than.
Yeah, but then who would my 38 be?
So you just have to rename it. Some people would say, "I'll probably better that side of the camera."
I mean, we did have a significant drop off when we went to the visual aspect, so
exactly.
we had the place for radio.
Right. But what is in the news, right? What is in the news is I'm beginning to wonder, right, whether in Chicago, Illinois,
yeah,
right. Oh, excuse me.
Wait, what country's in that?
America, Chicago, Illinois.
So I only do that because the Yanks all seem to know anything whenever you say the state of their own nation. But if you say any city of the nation outside, they have no idea where you're talking about.
Okay, right.
So I just want to let them know how it feels.
Okay. And do you think people in America are watching this?
Maybe. I mean,
maybe
we've had more viewers last week than we have had in a while, and I don't know who they could be. So it's possible the Americans are seeing this now.
Absolutely. And if you are in America, hi. How you doing?
Yeah, and if you're in the deep south, howdy there, partner.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah, I'm just behind the camera because that way they can't shoot me.
Right. Yeah. So Chicago, Illinois. Right.
Yeah.
Washington, D.C. But it particularly struck me as Chicago, Illinois. Right. I'm beginning to wonder whether there's two blokes in black suits, white socks, in black ties, white shirts. They're not trilby hats, are they?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Trilby is the style of the brim. It was a trilby fedora.
Fedora, yeah. Fedora hats, right? That drive around in a retired old police Cadillac that are on a mission from God.
Jesus H. Christ, Elwood, why do you think they're there?
Because President Trump has actually said that he is going to deploy the National Guard on the streets of Washington, D.C. and Chicago, Illinois to tackle crime, homelessness.
And I'll tell you what it is.
So I'm just wondering whether the Blues Brothers are back.
I'll tell you exactly what it is.
Sorry, because in the Blues Brothers, they had local police, national police, FBI, SWAT, National Guard, Coast Guard, whatever other guards, all after them.
I'll tell you exactly what it is.
Because they were on a mission from God.
Rubber chicken?
Oh, they also had the Illinois Nazi Party after them. Well,
Yeah.
Yeah. I hate Illinois Nazis.
Yeah. Rubber chicken, this is Big Rig.
They're all Big Rig, this is Rubber Chicken.
We got a bear in the air.
We're shooting. Since when have grizzly bears learned to fly?
Now, these grizzlies seem to be in an aircraft.
Oh, they can fly. Wow, they've really come on if they can fly helicopters.
And it seems we've got ourselves a convoy.
Yeah, I think they were going south as well, weren't they? I can't remember. Anyway.
Well, no, yeah, so just think about it. They travel all over the Americas. They've already deployed the National Guard to LA, that have left.
Yeah, they've deployed them on the states of Washington, D.C., on the streets of
Washington, D.C. that have left and now are going back.
Yeah, and now they're going to stick them in Chicago, Illinois.
They've been to New Mexico. They've spoken about going to Texas.
Yeah, they've only been to New Mexico. They haven't actually gone over into Mexico.
Can't send the National Guard over.
All right.
Send CIA over.
Or the regular army over.
And that causes an international incident and a war.
Send
And
the CIA. And Trump is worried about that shit?
He wants to have his approval rating stay above 10%.
Okay.
Currently they're 12. And that's true, by the way. His approval rating is 12%.
Approval rating, yeah. Yeah. Oh, sorry. That could be as well, because I've also read, right, that there's been a 40% drop-off of Americans reading for pleasure. So perhaps I've just given up reading.
No.
What I say is true.
It's that America's had a 40% drop-off of reading for pleasure because
all the books have been burnt.
That's gay. That's gay. That's about homelessness.
Yeah.
That's gay. Oh, that one is a cartoon that shows me with a overly tanned face and really big mop of blonde hair on the pile.
Epstein files, they can go.
It's that thing from the Rookie last week.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
About 4 months ago in America.
Yeah.
Case dismissed. Case dismissed. Case dismissed.
Yeah,
yeah, you get a dismissal. You get a dismissal. And you get.
Yeah. So. Yeah. So he's deploying the National Guard.
Yeah.
Instead of the police force, or to back up the police force.
But it does make sense in a way. But to be honest, I would have just sent the feds.
Oh, police, freeze!
Oh, what? You're gonna shoot me?
Soldier with a bigger gun, stand still.
Oh, what? You're gonna shoot me? Ow, that hurt. Yeah, I don't know how good the voice was there, but for Forrest Gump style,
it felt big. Yeah, you're gonna fell big.
What are you gonna do there? Yeah, life is like a box of chocolates. My mama always said you never know what. I even got the quote wrong. My mama always said life is like a box of chocolates. You never know what you're gonna get.
Because you can't actually read the card. You know what you're going to get if you read the card. Because in a box of chocolates, there's always a card that tells you what they are. Not unless someone's got the card and gone, don't need that. Have a chocolate.
Well, my mama always said, a box of chocolates is a lot like life.
Yeah, you never know what's going to happen. Yeah, you can try, but you never know. Yeah, so there you go. Right. Tesco apologises for selling racist skin whitening scrub. Right, I'm going. Right, here we go.
Oh no.
Take the glasses off so I can read. Tesco has apologised for selling a skin whitening cream that has been condemned as racist. The supermarket has removed the £4.99 Pretty Bee product from its online marketplace platform after complaints from campaigners.
Well, here's the thing.
I haven't finished the story yet, but here's the thing. Go on.
If you're going to complain about it being racist,
Mm-hmm.
first of all, I think the main issue that we need to look at is celebrities.
Do we have to?
I'd rather
Now we're talking proper celebrities like Dua Lipa, Madonna, Roger Moore, like proper famous celebrities.
Yeah, Dua Lipa, Madonna style, yeah.
Or are we talking those that do YouTube podcasts?
Grandiose your own ego there. Laugh so hard you choke.
Yeah, and I realised what I was saying halfway through saying it.
Get choking on your own ego there.
But-
Well done.
But having said that, there's no way we're going to get invited to go and do I'm a Celebrity, Get Me Out of Here, or Celebrity Love Island, or
They could invite us.
Strictly Come Dancing.
They could invite us to go do I'm a Celeb.
Oh,
me out of
excuse me.
here.
I do apologise, folks.
Right. But the reason we would never take it up is because we do this once a week.
Yeah.
We couldn't afford to do that
No,
because we need to be reactive to that week's news.
absolutely.
We can't pre-plan this.
Absolutely. So,
But yeah, we need to look at celeb. A lot of celebs, especially those that are from around the Mediterranean region, that are from sort of central and the northern part of South American continent, those from that sort of belt of the earth, all seem to use a lot of skin whitening and skin lightening skincare products when they're performing in Europe and in North America. But the thing that I ask the question of is why? Because hundreds of thousands of people from Northern Europe and North America will head down south to go and get a tan to imitate that, or to just darken up the skin, color, to look bronzed, which is due to melanin levels, the natural skin color of people in that region.
absolutely.
So why are they using skin whitening products when they come up to us?
Absolutely.
And because they're using those skin whitening
Yeah.
products, yes, thank you. Because they're using their own, because they're using those skin whitening products, and because of the history over hundreds of years, over thousands of years of cultural views in different nations, and while I can't speak on any in particular from a cultural perspective, especially in India, even long before the British Empire turned up, there was a cultural perception that the lighter the skin, the prettier they would have been.
I was going to say the more intelligent.
Now, that didn't start until the bell curve and stupid race sciences.
Yeah.
Anyway.
So the 5-in-1 whitening scrub had been on sale for months. Shoppers could even claim club card points for the product.
Oh
Really?
no! I
Club
take it all
card-
back. If they're claiming club card points on this,
Club card points in Tesco's on a Tesco's product.
can I borrow that?
Yeah. Thank you. I'm stunned.
Jesus.
I missed out on club card points.
I missed out on racist club card
Points,
points.
Not the one of my voices again. No.
Yeah, another one of your voices, and you get a. Oh yeah! Oh look, you get a free coffee for another.
This is the one that probably would offend somebody if I go, ding you. Right. Tesco said it was really sorry for the and that the product should not have been listed. A spokesman added, "It is reviewing processes to avoid this happening again." Campaigners branded the store irresponsible at best, deliberately racist at worst, for selling the scrub that claims to lighten skin in the name of beauty. Anti-colonialism activist Liberty Brown said Tesco is right to apologise, but should never have sold it in the first place. Right. So, anti-colonialism activist Liberty, do you not realise colonialism finished? The British Empire no longer exists. There's no point campaigning against it because it ain't there anymore.
No, yeah, you're absolutely right. The British Empire ended about 70, 75 years ago
right.
now.
When we quit India after the Second World War, that was the last one, wasn't it?
No, there were still a few in
there's still a few,
the African continent.
Yeah.
There's still places like Gibraltar. What's that pesky thingy next to Argentina? Anyway, I'm pretty sure they've got it back now. Oh wait, no, they don't.
Sorry, I'm just thinking when she's talking about anti-colonialism activists, is she talking about places like New Zealand and Australia that still have the Union flag on their nation's flag? So and they still have the Royal New Zealand Navy, the Royal Australian Navy.
No,
they still have our king.
Possibly, but what's far more likely?
So they're still colonials.
What's far more likely here is that it's to do with the deep-rooted effects that colonialism has had, and trying to rectify that in supporting the nations that have been ravaged and damaged by colonialism over that 200-year period.
Yeah.
And also disuniting the Americas, because we all know that's 50 nations in a trench coat.
Yeah. Or is it like, the ravaged and savage that we've given them the proper, that our democracy is revered around the world and everybody in a democratic nation tries to emulate it. Our judiciary system, which is revered around the world, and anybody that has a judiciary system, their judiciary system tries to emulate ours.
Madagascar's got the plague because France ripped all of its resources away, so it now has no understanding of modern medicine or the capacity to implement it safely.
Well, that was the French. They just took.
Yes.
We gave. We taught. We civilized.
America.
Okay. There's always exceptions to the rule of the people that you can't teach. I mean, they were just ingrates anyway, weren't they? Because they just had the War of Ingratitude. You like to call it the War of Independence. We actually refer to it as the War of Ingratitude because 1/3 of you wanted it, 1/3 of you didn't want it, and the other third couldn't give a flying fig anyway.
And then there was the War of 1812, in which you guys so desperately convinced yourselves you've won, but you never got hold of Canada, which was one of your key points. You never stopped British trade in the Northwest Atlantic, which was one of your key points. Oh, and didn't 12 Royal Canadian Marines or Royal Marines born and deployed in Canada, as it would have been at the time, didn't like 12 of our...
Doggy just moved the camera.
didn't 12 of our Marines just actively just like sail up the Potomac and burn the president's house down?
Oh, yeah.
Which meant you had to rebuild it and paint it white to cover the fire damage, giving you the White House.
Absolutely.
We're still waiting for the thank you letter to Parliament, by the way, for such a beautiful building that a lot of people go to see on holiday.
Yeah, and wanted to make America great again. Whenever was it great to America?
Oh, I can tell you exactly when America was great.
When it was under British rule.
No, it was before Columbus turned up.
Ah.
When it was completely open prairies, all run by the natives and allowed to be sacred in its own right.
Yes. The Sioux Nations and the Apache Nations and the Cheyennes and... Oh, yeah, all those that got wiped out.
In fairness, we weren't the best at looking after them when we were there as well. But we did only care for the 13, and we left them with The rest of the land,
Yeah.
it all went horribly wrong after the Louisiana Purchase off of France.
We bought Louisiana from France.
No, America brought Louisiana from France to fund.
So it's their own fault then.
Yeah, but the US brought it from France, sent Lewis and Clark out, and then everything for the natives went horribly wrong.
All right.
Because the white man wanted colonialism.
Right.
But you're still an anti-colonial nation born for independence, right?
Yeah. Yeah. 50 nations.
Right, what else have we got in the news? That was a bit of a ranty tangent.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, ranty tangent. Yes. Yeah. Well, you stopped me ranting over the racist whitening. Fucking just. And it didn't say whitening. It said skin lightening. So therefore, anybody of any skin color can use it because it lightens the effect of the skin.
But if it
doesn't,
if it says skin whitening, and then in the fine print, in the description of what it does, it says skin lightening.
No, it says 5-in-1 whitening scrub. Right?
Yeah, whitening scrub.
Right, claims to lighten skin.
Yes,
it lightens the skin.
Yeah, but if on the main titles you see the word whitening scrub, as it says 5-in-1 whitening scrub, and then on the back when it gives you all the information, it has in fine print that no one can actually read, it says lightening, then that's just not what it's advertising.
Right. The sharks have invaded the BBC.
They were there to begin with.
No. BBC has called in Scotland Yard over strictly cocaine claims. The cocaine sharks have invaded the BBC.
Caribbean sharks are in the BBC now.
Go back to previous podcasts.
Dun, dun.
Don't ask us what ones, but go back to previous podcasts.
You go back to the previous podcast, Cocaine Sharks. 27 minutes.
27 minutes, right. So 27 minutes, shall we? Right. So, thank you for watching.
If indeed for some reason you still are.
Hopefully you are.
Hopefully you are.
We haven't heard from Tim or the good Lord Chimply, have we, for a while? So hopefully Mr. Tim Pearson, I'm assuming this is Mr. Tim Pearson. Sorry. Person Tim Pearson.
Mix.
Mix.
That is the gender neutral one.
I know. Don't get me fucking started. Anyway.
Just because you misheard it and thought it was a McDonald's advert.
I thought it was for a kebab, mixed kebab. Right. I shouldn't make myself laugh. Thank you for watching. Even if it still are.
You can.
Hello, can I have a mixed kebab, please? Please, sir. Would you like chicken and my special meaty nuts? Anyway, thank you very much for watching. Thank you very, very much for watching. Right. Are you back?
Back in the room. If indeed for some reason you still are on this attempt to get away from here.
And that's what I call being offensive, because even a member of the LGBTQ community couldn't stop laughing at that. So,
yeah, even one of the targeted for it
are you
was
targeted?
finding it. Get over yourself.
No, the back of your shirt looks like the front. There's no target.
I'm fine. It's funny. It's
exactly.
a joke.
Exactly.
I don't care.
Exactly.
And if you're offended on my behalf, shut up. Go away. Actually, no. Interact with the video. Let me know you're offended on my behalf. Get the algorithm liking this.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, so if you are still with us, please give us a like, subscribe, press the little bell button so as you know that you get a notification when it's uploaded. Yes. You can leave us a message on YouTube.
Yes, which is Gap38 underneath this video if you're watching this on YouTube.
This video, look, Gap38. Yeah, look, get. Yeah. And we wasn't looking at the camera because we were looking at the screen to try and go, look, that's where it is. Because unlike the BBC, the screen's there rather than over there where you can just get, yeah, look at that. There's. Yeah.
Because this is an amateur production, believe it or not.
Really?
Nah.
Hang on, our floor manager's telling us to wind it up.
What floor manager can't you widescreen TV looking at us?
Laying down on the floor, snoring, going, where's my breakfast? Oh, my breakfast. Oh,
So yeah,
you met the floor manager last week. He jumped up here.
no, he jumped up there because he was out there last week.
Yeah, he went.
So, Gap38 on YouTube is just Gap38, as it says in the video.
Yes,
yeah. Gap38 in the beginning on Spotify, which you're also hopefully watching this on, or at least you're watching on one of them.
And it's Gap38 as spelled at the bottom of the screen.
Yes, I like to make it obvious.
Right. Or you can get us on X, formerly known as Twitter, on Gap38_official. Please press like, subscribe, watch. The little bell says you get notifications. Share it. There must be more than 12 people that like this.
There must.
Surely. Hopefully.
Okay.
And if you're watching it or listening to it in public, please make sure you've got headphones or earbuds in. No, that's it. One of my pet hates, instead of having a conversation on the train, get on the train, right?
And full blast this.
And full blast this. Yeah. Full blast this. Only half an hour. Which leaves 10 minutes for you to get beaten up at 10 minutes for people to complain at the other end.
Probably get beaten up, actually.
Yeah. Or you could actually give 10 minutes of people going, what was that you was watching?
Oh, God. Oh, no.
We could be YouTube celebs.
Your delusions of grandeur, sir, are getting to you.
Yeah.
Seeing for 32 minutes, I do think we need to wrap this up.
So thank you for watching.
Yes, thank you.
As we say, please like, share, subscribe.
See you next week. Happy bank holiday
Bye.
for whatever's left of it.
Bye.
Bye.